Hi there, good evening. This is Anna. So this recording is a recap on what happened today. I think it's important to understand on certain things. Sometimes if ES is not working on your favor and it's a sideways kind of move, you need to find um, another thicker symbol to trade, another futures to trade, besides ES, okay? Because sometimes it just doesn't give you anything, and that's what happened today. Even NQ is kind of like tough to trade, um, but hey, you're gonna get one of those days. So that's why you need to start looking for either try to trade the gold or RTY or YM. So we're gonna go over that as far as kind of looking through and see where um I don't want to say hidden gem, but it is like really if it's not going for you, then why you keep pushing to trade it. So here's some NQ this morning. uh an open, at 9:30. This right here, it's always, I do not like to see that in NQ. Okay, as much as I love going long in NQ, when I see this is like, okay, um this is short, I'm not gonna fight it. The bot is gonna short it, it's probably gonna short here. Okay, and that's what that is. When once you cross over the BWAP, that's where it's gonna short. So um as far as the next target, from short here, that would be like the pivot or the S1. This is not really a lot of move actually. And I said, I think 827 or 816, that's what I measured from low to high earlier, right? Yeah, so right, 813, 822. I said, if you're going to be short, it's going to be 833 to 822 in that level. And then after that, try to go do return to the mean. We talk about that as far as returning to the mean, which is here. Let's go do these real quick so you guys can see it. These candle right here, the outsider of um, the lower standard deviation from the bottom of the 147 and 138, that is going long and returning to the mean to the VWAP. However, I mean, it's not going to be as much. It's 835 to, where's the VWAP? Let's go see how much that is because I can't really tell. So the VWAP earlier is at 863, and let's say you entered here around 835. So, like about 30 points, 20 points here. Say you entered right around here, 837. Let's go do this in 2 minutes because I normally do my entries in 2 minutes. Okay, let's go see that right there. So if I went short, okay, and short in the VWAP, let's say at 870 area, and targeting, 127 to 138. That's what I'm looking for. So it's not gonna be a lot. It's gonna be like 40 points. I'm like, so be it. Because that was just a target. That's the only thing that it can give me. Now, as far as returning to the mean, entering here, this is gonna be the area 836. And I'm gonna try to target, the VWAP. So that's gonna be at 65. It's not going to be a lot, but still, 2:1, and no big deal. That's what he wants to give me. It's not a lot, but that's okay. I'll take that, 30 points from there. So that's NQ today. It's not as favorable as far as trading, and this one is actually went short, try to enter gun above the VWAP and then kind of rejected again. And there you go again at 827 area, which is right here, going to support and gone and tried to reach the VWAP again, which is, it didn't really, now it's, I think it's like at 820, 825, then this is 850. So there's not a lot in NQ as far as I'm trying to go long. This is short because gone below the VWAP. Um, if you're gonna try to go long, you know, as far as doing the range, try to enter as far as you can on the second standard deviation. If you have it, the if you have the Ninja Trader, but if you don't, you know, do the lower MPT bands on the toss, and that will help you. ES is really is nothing today. It was like frustrating as far as trading ES. Okay, so here's ES this morning. You know, I am like, okay, I want to go long here. That's fine. So I did get like 50 cents right here when I initially had opened, tried to target those. Okay, I did re-enter again, but I thought we'll pull up a little bit higher, and I didn't get anything. Um, I also got stopped by stop. So my SPX, I got 50 cents at initially. The second one, I wanted to do a pullback here and then possibly higher going towards this second standard deviation on the upper level. Okay, so the second upper standard deviation, and that's what I was looking to target. Um, and as far as trying to do a Fibonacci retracement, this didn't happen. And so here, this is what I was aiming for. And I do this all the time. This is not nothing new. I thought that it would, you know, it would give me what I need, and I guess it's not where it's supposed to be at. So um, so from here to here, right? So 930, that is the low, and I'm actually looking at, you know, 39, even close to 40 on on ES. Okay, that means like my target on SPX is definitely on the dot. But nothing's written on stone, and so ES is just I don't know what happened, whatever. I got stop out twice here trying to play ES again from this pullback here, because this is where I entered this, and I got stop out from here. And then I got stop out again right here at 11:32. I thought that after the EU session will pull up. It didn't. Okay, forget about it. So I left it alone, and I only get 50 cents here, and then I got break even my SPX, and I didn't push it. So that's the ES story today. We're gonna leave it at that. I did good in YM and GC. So YM, it didn't give me a continue. So here's YM. I measured that, and I told you that this would go to up to, you know, 426 to 469 level, but we only got to 113 level, which is the 408. So now I don't mind the pullback here, right? The 618 level and 345. But if normally we will hit before 11 o'clock, if we were on trending on like really a bullish trend, a strong trend, we'll hit the actual target, and we'll hit R1 on a regular basis in a normal ABCD pattern. And that didn't happen as well too, because the NASDAQ is funky today. ES is, I don't know what. So, I mean, I can't expect anything from YM. So, but whatever, that was a good run as far as going, you know, the crossover on the BWAP of 32 HMA, and try to target, you know, 1272. If it didn't get there, start looking for exit at what, 113 or 392. That's the only, you know, as how you, as far as targeting wise, that's what I can tell you. If it didn't go to where it's supposed to go, I would start looking for an exit. You know, when I start seeing this candles in 2 minutes, I do not like that kind of candle coming out. That means there's a lot of sellers around. This one too, and give me a half green candle, half green candle. It's just not enough, you know. as far as going long there. So that's YM. Let's go to RTY. RTY was actually perfect today as far as trading, even though I got stop out one time, but it was actually perfect. I called this out this morning at 61, all the one to 81. I mean, it went to all to 86, but that was a good trade as far as the long from the open all the way up to 81. I got out of there. Now I actually re-entered this trade around 77 or so, and then I got stop out. 77 here, I think something like that. 77. This trade or this trade. I think it's one of these here. I can't even remember which one. But I did get stop out there, so I'm not gonna even push my luck there. I only have like 2 points stop loss, and I actually re-entered the trade again and exited at 82, and that was that. I didn't even short RTY. I didn't want to short it because this could possibly run higher, so I'm gonna leave it alone. That's RTY. So let's look at GC. GC is actually had a good run today as far as like in the morning, returning to the mean at early morning. So here's the 8 o'clock. I like this trades because the ABCD pattern, and I'm going to show you that right now because this is what you need to know. So A, this is B, this is C. So this is supposed to be your, entry, and it kind of paused the VWAP at open. That's actually a perfect trade. And then, try to target like closer to 1272. It didn't get there. So that's at 1891. Fine. That's actually a really good trade. And, we kind of gone back and forth here. We then got lower a little bit to pull back all the way to 786. Now that's a good pullback. Excuse me. That doesn't mean, that it's definitely gonna like flunk out of BWAP or something like that. That's a good pullback to go to enter. And the trend still intact as far as going higher. Okay, and then we actually reach our level at 1896 there. So if you got it from, let's say, yeah, enter at the BUI here, that's a good that's a good 10, 12 points run, or even 10 points run in GC, and that's actually really good. Anyway, what I always wanted to emphasize is that, once the 32 HMA actually crosses VWAP, it's long, even though it happens like at 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, especially on non-indices like GC or CL, things like that. Anyways, you guys have a good night. I'm going to talk about later regards to the futures trade for the midnight overnight session, and then I'm going to go through the SPX really quick and how to trade SPX for getting a 2 points, and they're worth like 50 cents to 75 cents. All right, have a good night, guys.